morning. Today is Wednesday, March the 2nd. This is Moving Forward TV, your local real estate and mortgage update. My name is Ron Morris.
And I am Delynn Gaston. Welcome to our show, and thanks for watching. As usual, we'll get right on with the show, but first...
Comic of the Week.
Okay, I think that shirt would be highly acceptable in the state of Florida.
Only Florida.
Okay, last week we promised you that we would look into the possibility of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac going away. Just so that you know, currently Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac represent about 60% of the housing market. FHA holds about 30%, and then they have 10% other, which would be your jumbos and things like that.
On February 11th, the long-awaited white paper was released, which is basically the housing report, outlining the winding down or replacement of Fannie and Freddie. The goal is to decrease the government's involvement in the mortgage industry, which of course is a very good thing.
Very good thing.
The first proposal would be to create a government backstop under a federal reinsurance model.
Under the second proposal, the backstop would only be triggered in the event of a crisis, if you happen to know of one that's around.
Aren't we in one right now?
The last option represented has no government backstop at all beyond what is already in place, which of course is the current FHA program. The white paper also recommends reforming the current industry standards. You have to laugh.
Haven't been reforming that in the last 2 or 3 years?
Completely.
Some of the recommendations are raising fees that Fannie and Freddie charge, which of course are going to be passed on to the consumer.
Of course.
Another one would be to increase the minimum down payment to 10%. We've actually heard as much as 20 or 30% down.
Steep.
Lastly,
Scary.
they're proposing to reduce the maximum loan limit for Fannie and Freddie, which as we all know is currently $417,000.
And they're also recommending reducing the role and financial exposure of FHA. Ron, just how are they going to do that?
Raise the premiums?
I don't know.
Again?
Maybe. Again. As a reminder, if you didn't see last week's show, that is already in the works. As of April 18th, which is coming up pretty soon here, the premiums are going to be increasing. And according to what we are seeing and hearing and reading, they might be doing this again, increasing them again before the end of this year.
So what does this all mean?
What does this all mean?
It means that getting a mortgage is going to be more expensive in the near future. Just a thought. What does this mean to the condo market?
You know, a good question. Are the condo questionnaires a thing of the past? I mean, I doubt that, but what will the rules be? This is really going to change a lot of things.
You know, that's one thing you and I talk about when anybody contacts us about doing a condo. Our first thing is it FHA or Fannie Mae approved?
Absolutely.
If Fannie goes away, I'm not sure how
Maybe
that's
the rules
going
will be
to.
loosened, do you think?
Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Now, on this monthly stats, I like it. Delynn finds it very boring, but I enjoy it, good or bad.
It keeps us going.
Exactly. And these numbers are from January 10 to January 11. Statewide sales are increased 14%. Tampa Bay actually increased 19%.
Woo-hoo!
Very, very positive numbers we'd like to talk about. Now, the only negative thing that I have here.
You mean besides the fact that like half of those out there, the sales are cash buyers? Of course, not negative for you guys. We're not real fond of the cash buyers, but
again,
I'm
the only
sorry.
negative out there is
Go
that
on.
the price dropped 7% from 131 down to 122 and some change. And now I think we're all well aware that because of the distressed properties and foreclosures, it keeps driving
That's what's
prices
driving
down.
that, right.
But other than that, that was really the only negative thing. Another positive note that I wanted to mention is, again, nationally, the inventory went down. It was what, 8.2 month supply. Now we're down to a 7.6 month supply. And as I mentioned in some previous shows, if we get to a 6 month supply, considered a normal market. So we're getting there. We're getting there very quickly, actually.
yes, we are. Now, I know that this is national statistics, and I know that we're sort of geared towards local Tampa Bay area here, but we wanted to share this information because this is great news. This is wonderful.
Very much so.
We need more positive news that's out there. We need this positive stuff to get into the media and to get it out to the masses out there, because people will start buying. People, when they listen to what everyone else is doing, do you ever notice everyone wants to do what everyone else is doing?
Get on the bandwagon.
So if someone else is buying a house, they're hearing and they're seeing in the media that they're buying houses are going, they're selling, they're going quickly, people are going to start rolling. So we need all the positive stuff that we can get out there.
And now for something completely different.
We have a new segment to our show that we'd like to introduce, and we call it our Realtor Spotlight. Each week, we're going to have a realtor showcase one or two of their properties on the video below. This week, we're happy to have with us Rosanna Martin-Hardy from Prudential Tropical Realty. Thank you so much for coming
Welcome.
on with
Thank
us.
you. Thank you for
Rosanna,
having me.
let's start with maybe just introducing yourself and telling everybody a little something about you.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for having me. And for those of you that don't know me, I've been in real estate since probably 1990, and I've been involved in every aspect of it. And I've been with Prudential Tropical for this past year and a half, and I absolutely love it. And I tend to work with relocation, first-time home buyers. So I run the whole gambit. But a lot of you know me, and those of you that don't know me, I'm looking forward to getting to know you.
We want to say thanks to Rosanna for being a part of our show.
Thanks, Rosanna.
And please click on the video below for the Realtor Spotlight.
And on to the movie challenge. We wanted to thank Bob Beverly was the winner
Yes,
with
he
the
was.
movie, which was Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Great movie. Good job, Bob. Tickets are in the mail, I promise. And on to this week's challenge.
Here it is.
Alrighty then. It's alive! It's alive!
Hopefully they're getting a little easier now. That's our movie challenge. Don't forget, email us the title to that, and you can win 2 free movie
Two
tickets.
free movie tickets. And don't forget to blog us down below. We appreciate the comments. Check our sponsors out on the
this
side. Don't forget Roseanne down below on the Realtor blog.
Email, call us, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn.
You can find
Did I
us.
miss any of them?
I think that's it. Until next week, we are
Moving forward.
Well, that's talent. An opera singer who tap dances and sings cowboy songs. I wonder if there's anything she isn't good at.
Yes? Choosing what shoe to be on.